Today's episode is brought to you by Calm. Calm is here to relax your bod and get you feeling right. Also today we're brought to you by Me Undies. Me Undies are the undies that I have on me. Now let's jump into this podcast. Hello everybody, it's time for Ghost and Crendor.
Ghost and Crendor in the morning.
In the morning. Broadcasting live. In 4-hour recording studios. Recording. Wake your ass up, it's the Crendor in the morning. Hello everybody, welcome to the episode of Cox and Crendor in the morning.
Woo, we're back.
Ooh, I had like a little at the end of that, like I thought you were gonna be the one suffering, but it's me apparently. How are you doing? People probably wondering where the podcast was last week. How you doing, pal?
Yeah, so I had the old COVID-19.
Uh-huh.
And I'm better. So that's good. I still have congestion. It's like a...
You sounded, when you did the Cren Minute, you sounded a little congested still.
Yeah, I still got a little congestion. It's like it gets a little better every day, but like it's still lingering in there, you know what I'm saying?
How's it like, do you know how you got it? How did you what happened?
I don't know. I just got it. And so what happened? Oh my god, let me all right.
Please do.
So first up, remember my neck? My neck strain, my neck
How could
pain?
I forget? Yeah.
So my neck gets better. And I'm like, finally, my neck is better. And then we get a sewage backup. So
I assume in your home and not...
Yes, our
you were not
sewage-
referring to like constipation.
No, that happens just frequently.
Okay, yeah.
So I was like backing up, and so it like backed up into our laundry area. So we had to call somebody that comes out, and they're like, we can't get there till tomorrow. So the like sewage water's just sitting there, and then they unclog it the next day, and they're like, yeah, that's what it is. So then they had to have people come out and like dry it all out and use like dehumidifiers and then like cut drywall. So that was fun. So then we just had like fans running for 3 days where it's just like you just, you know, close the door, block it off, but it's just like, you're like, all right. And then after that happened, I was like, finally, everything is done. Like, okay, we got that.
I would have just slept at your office. I'm like, F it, I'm over it.
Yeah, so it's like everything's done, great. And then I was like, I got a bit of a sore throat. That's kind of weird. And then took the old COVID test, and it was slightly positive, like slightly. And I was like, all right, that's not good. And then the next day, that's when it hit.
Damn. Do you think maybe it was the contractors, whoever came out to your place?
I don't think so, because it was literally like a day later. Like, I don't know.
Okay. Well, what did you do before that?
I did my normal stuff. I go to the gym. I've been going to the gym for years.
You think, yeah, I'm sure there could be someone who was asymptomatic who probably went maybe.
It's true. I mean, I don't know.
Because I'm thinking like they probably sweated everywhere and then maybe you touched a thing. I don't know.
I go to the grocery store, go to Target. I mean, it could be literally anywhere.
I guess you're right. It really could be anywhere.
I also know it because then Toaster Woman also got it, but she only had like a cough and congestion. She didn't really have anything crazy. I noticed even like on Twitter, like Kristen got it.
Everyone be getting it, huh?
A few of my viewers got it, so I was like, I don't know. This is like another round going around. Either way,
there actually is. They mentioned on the news that there's another variant out there right now.
Well,
yeah.
What I had was the sore throat got worse. It wasn't mono tier, but it was almost mono tier. The sore throat was terrible, and I looked it up, and everyone was like, "Yeah, this sore throat sucks." It was like 5-6 days of just super sore throat. It didn't hurt until I would like swallow or eat, and then you're like, so I just tried to not do that. And then aside from that, I was just, I had like congestion and kind of aches and stuff, like having a cold, but I didn't have fevers or anything.
It's so crazy to me because the timeline for this was I was going to go to Chicago so we could go have like a ridiculous meal and talk about it on the
Yep.
podcast. That was like our plan.
Yeah.
But I also had come off of, I went to Twitchcon.
Oh,
And
yeah,
so I
that's right.
I was at TwitchCon, and I had, thousands of people around me. One night, Saturday night, I went to we need to talk about it, by the way, because it's crazy.
All right.
But I went to this bar, and there was like people crammed all over each other.
Yeah.
And so I drove back, and I was feeling fine, and Monday rolls around, and I'm feeling fine, and Tuesday rolls around, and I'm feeling fine. I'm thinking, all right, I was worried that maybe I'd get COVID, and I'd have to, like, cancel the flight, but, like, looks like everything's good. And then Tuesday night, you're like, bro, I got COVID. I was like, what?
Yeah.
How did you get it? I feel perfectly fine.
Yeah, I don't know, but maybe it was the stress of just everything, and then that weakened my immune system too. But like, I don't know. It was just, I was like, this is it. This is of all the times, like right before the super Alinea food.
Oh, I know.
I was just like, all right, well, instead of getting like a super taste experience, I had to lose my taste.
Yeah, you wouldn't have tasted anything anyway. It would have been it for you.
Yeah, that was the other weird thing I had. I like lost my smell and taste a bit. I didn't like fully lose it. It was weird because like I think part of it was being congested. Because obviously when you get congested, you can't. But like the one day, it was like day 3 or 4. I was like smelling my shampoo and I was like, I don't smell anything. And I'd smell like soap. I'm like, I don't smell anything. And I'd just smell like air. I was like, I can't smell it. Like I would like kind of smell some things. And then the next day it was a little better. And then it kept getting better. Now it's like, my smell's pretty good. It's probably like at 90%, but my taste is still like kind of muted. It's like my taste is probably like 60, 70%. It's weird. And like certain things I can taste easily, like, oh yeah, I taste that. But like other things, I'm like, it doesn't fully taste like how it used to. It's weird.
Isn't it? I guess because some parts of your tongue taste certain things.
Yeah.
So maybe that part of your tongue's still like, bro, I need a day or two.
It might be. It's gotten it gets better like every day. I noticed sweet things actually taste fine. So that's, I don't know if that's good or bad.
I mean, it's your body saying, eat some candy.
Yeah. Coffee tastes fine. Coffee was a little weird and it got better. Like oatmeal. Like a lot of things they're fine now, but it's just a certain few things where they taste really like mild. So I don't know. I've seen
it has
people.
been a week or so. So you're on the recovery train.
Yeah, it'll be 2 weeks tomorrow, I think. Or maybe today, I guess technically. I tested today, I was negative, so I don't got it anymore.
Yeah, you're just on the mend.
Yeah, but I still got that lingering congestion. People say a lot of it, like the congestion can linger for like a few weeks, and then there's people like, I got smell and taste back, took like a month. Some people like lost it for months. I don't know. So I'm like,
yeah, there's some people who have a cough for like a long time.
Yeah. Toaster Woman actually had it where for like a day or two, she would like smell dishwash soap and it tasted, or it didn't taste, it smelled like,
whoa, you should get help.
It smelled like sewage. And then she like tried her hot sauce she likes, like the Nando's garlic one, and it tasted awful.
Interesting.
And then after like a day or two, it went away and she was fine. So I don't know. It was weird. Dr. John said it's an inflammation of the olfactory nerve.
Of course, Dr. John would chime in with that. Of course.
So I was like, the olfactory nerve? What about the new factory nerve?
Dr. John coming in strong.
So yeah, I was reading about it. Apparently like 7% of people like completely lose their smell and taste, and like a lot of people just have it go away for a bit. They're like, takes a while. Apparently,
what do you mean, like permanently lose it?
Yeah.
What?
Well, like they they permanently
that.
lost it for like months. Some people like still haven't gotten it back, but it's rare. Most people get it back. It's weird. They're like apparently doing like physical therapy for smelling. Like they're having people like smell different scents, and it like tries to reawaken their nose thing. Which, for me, I smell stuff. I love smelling things, so I've just been smelling stuff nonstop. Like this peppermint candle. Smells like peppermint candle. Smells good.
I was gonna say I don't have COVID, but speaking of candles, I have a candle in my apartment that I keep forgetting is in my apartment, and every once in a while I'll be like, what is that phantom smell? What is that? What does that smell? And I realize there's a candle like in the other room, but it's like a really powerful candle. I'm like,
right.
What the hell is that smell? Yeah, it smells like cookies though. So I think,
yeah.
like, why is there like a cookie So at least I'm doing fine. But I will say, taste. If I lost my taste, I'd probably be okay. Because I like food because of the way it tastes. So if I lost my taste, I'd probably be fine. I'd probably eat like crackers all the time and be okay.
I've heard some people just have it like with toast Romanette where they have really bad taste and really bad smell. Like things just taste and smell real bad.
Well, maybe it'll make vegetables taste better. And I'll be like, oh, sorry, only broccoli for me. Thanks.
I remember there's like this air conditioning guy like months ago I talked to, and he was like, yeah, I tried eating Portillo's after I got it, and it tasted rancid. And then a week later, I was fine. So I don't know.
That's fascinating, though. Like, it makes you question things about what like what you see and taste and smell.
Yeah.
Like, what does it really smell like if one minor change, you're like, ugh, this is rancid.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. But so I keep trying to do that, like, smell stuff, or I just keep smelling everything, see if that helps. But, I mean, I feel like I'm pretty good for the most part.
So you're, like, smell testing things? You're going around, like...
Yes.
Just sniffing
like,
everything?
See, this book, has that book smell. Oh, this candle smells like candle. My smell
I guess if that's the way you're going to do it, sure.
Yeah. So... overall, I know a lot of people have had it worse, so I'm like, I think I'm all right. I didn't have any breathing issues. I didn't have any. I honestly didn't have any fatigue. Like a lot of people, like, oh, I was so fatigued. I didn't really have any fatigue. Like I had like fatigue for a day or two initially, but
I'm probably gonna say that's because you have like vaccine stuff.
I would say it's a combination of the vaccines. I had the first booster. I had everyone was like zinc. I was like drinking Pedialyte, dude. The first couple days I was powering Pedialyte. I read something about neti potting. They're like, if you neti pot right away, it can help get virus particles out. I was neti potting. I do that anyway. And
you went to like DEFCON 4 on that shit.
I did. I was taking my vitamin D. I was taking my B12, taking my probiotics. I was all out. I was like, listen, I don't even give a shit if it doesn't work. If it's a placebo.
Yeah, you might as well.
Yeah, it's not gonna hurt anything. So I just went all out doing that.
I just want to be on that same, like, my goal in life is to be wealthy enough that I can be in the same medical plan as like rich Hollywood celebrities and the president. You know what I mean? Like, I know for like this isn't even a joke. I think I might have said this before. This is totally real. Since I moved to LA, I've realized there's two types of medical. Like, there's medicine that everyone else has, and I would love to hear Dr. John talk about this, even though he probably can't, because it's secret. But I swear to you, I know for a fact that there is a tier of medical care that is above everyone else's. I have seen people have conversations. I was in a room where people were having conversations where they were like, yeah, I should go see this doctor. And it's like, oh, I already saw a doctor about it. And they're like, no. Go see this doctor. Say that I recommended you. And they'll take care of it. I was like, whoa! Like, there is a level of, like, when people get sick, if you're like an actor, and you get sick, and they need you on set, they fill you with, like, miracle drugs. It's like you don't even have a cold. I want to be on that. I want to be a part of that. I want, like, when people get a sore throat, and they're like, hold on, here's one injection, you're fine. Like, how's that possible? How'd that work? I want to be on that. This isn't even like weird conspiracy stuff. I'm convinced. I watched it happen.
Yeah.
I watched one friend tell another friend, both Hollywood people, don't go there. Actually, take this. They'll take care of you. I was like, whoa, okay. And it wasn't for anything dumb. It was for like spinal cord stuff. It was like for back problems. So it wasn't like. Yeah, it wasn't like, oh, here, they'll give you the right medicine. It wasn't like when dudes are like, you don't want that, you want the weed guy. No, it wasn't like that. It was straight up just, you don't want that doctor, here's a real doctor. It's like, what? Dude, I want on that train. I want like when the president gets sick and the next day he's fine. I want those drugs. Sign me up.
Yeah, the super drugs.
Yeah, I want the super drugs that, like, actually it kills every white blood cell in your body, but you will be fine. Like, all right, let's do it.
So yeah, that happened. And what a great fun time.
Well, I'm glad you're feeling better.
Yeah.
We missed out an entire week. We missed out an entire week of talking.
We really did. And you probably had your TwitchCon stories and other stuff.
I have I got TwitchCons. I don't even know where to start, dude. I don't even know where to start with you.
All right.
I guess we can start all the way back at TwitchCon. I guess that's a good place.
Sounds good.
First off, driving down to TwitchCon, what a mess. It's supposed to take 2.5 hours. It took me about 4, only because while driving, there was a traffic jam that took about an hour and a half, and I was like, what is going on here? Why is there a traffic jam? I waited. Cars were barely moving. By the time I got done, got to the end of the traffic jam, and there was an accident, except it wasn't on my side of the road. It was on the other side of the highway. I have no idea why traffic stopped. Couldn't tell you. I guess one person maybe an hour ago slowed down a little bit, and the backup kept exponentially growing. I have no idea. I've never seen anything like it. I was like, shut up. So finally got back on the road, got back down there, and then that night, Saturday, went out, hung out with a bunch of amazing people. Lore, our dear sweet boy Lore, was there.
Yeah.
And we went to this bar that was an underground kind of like, I don't know, speakeasy kind of thing. Except the band that they had that night was a funk band that only played 90s covers. It was the best. It was the best. It was the best. The minute I knew it was going to be amazing is when they played a funky version of Britney Spears.
Oh, yeah.
Hit Me Baby One More Time. It was amazing. So I was like, yes, this is going to be a great night. And so we started drinking, and it was super fun. Everything was good. It was chill. I was happy to be a part of a fun night out. It had been a while. We leave the bar, and the bar is very close. You know, it's in the area right next to the convention center. We leave the bar, and that was the first of 3 fights I witnessed at TwitchCon. Fight number 1, right outside the bar. There's a bunch of, like the hot dog vendors. And
right.
There's like dudes selling chips and stuff. And,
yeah.
People trying to make a buck. Right out in front of it, 2 dudes in like Twitch paraphernalia start beating the crap out of each other. I don't know who any of these guys were. Not a clue, but they start beating the crap out of each other. And the security guards, rather than stop it, started flashing flashlights to move people away from the fight so they could finish. They were like flashing the flashlight, get out of the way, let him handle it. I was like, what the hell? So I watched 2 dudes, so I don't know who they are, beat the crap out of each other. That was a thing. The next day, woke up to go to the convention. I get there, and I'm going to let you know. Inside the convention center, besides the giant pog face, everything in there was like, it wasn't Sephora, but it was a makeup brand or like makeup company. They had a credit card booth, like time to get a credit card. They had like, there was like the Capital One coffee hut. They had like stuff for streaming and stuff for like looking beautiful. The only games that were there was an area for Sega. There was an area that was like Fortnite. And then there was all the Amazon stuff. That's all I saw, dude. I was like, I don't belong here at all. I don't fit in at all. So I went and instead hung out with a bunch of different, I met a friend from Extra Life, and we got coffee, and I just like schmoozed around, right? I like went and saw people, played some Sega games, that kind of stuff. Then I went and did my signing, had a blast. It was fine. But while I was on my way to the signing, I saw some streamer that it might have been Tyler One. So I don't know what this guy's name was. That guy, and he had a huge crowd of people around him, and all of them were like, "You're the best!" They're following him through. But there was one guy in camo, like not camo color, but like neon camo pants, weird neon top, and his hair like really poofed up very high. Like, I don't even know how it was curly hair, but like poofed up. And he had maybe 8 cameras attached to his body. And I don't know, I guess he was streaming because he went up to him and started like I think he was harassing him, or he was trying to harass people that were with him. And the guy, who I think was Tyler, whatever, he ignored it completely and just kept moving. But like, fans started getting a fight with this dude. And he's like, I just want to talk to him. I just want to talk to him. And fans started getting a fight with him. He's like, y'all suck. I just want to talk to him. And it's very obvious he's recording like him harassing people. He's one of those guys. And so then I watched two dudes on the floor fight. So I saw that guy and the other dude fight, and I was like, oh, this is so dumb. So I left and like went up to do my signing. Come back. As I'm leaving, I see Gerard and Gerard's brother outside. I'm like, hey guys, what's going on? We're like talking, we're hanging. And out of nowhere, I hear screaming. And I see this big dude run and tackle some little tiny guy. And another fight breaks out. This is outside. This is maybe 3 hours later. Another fight breaks out. I'm like, what the hell is happening? I look over. It is the exact same dude in those weird pants. I think he was just starting fights with people. So now some guy, I guess, like started beating him, and no one was trying to stop it. No one. Finally, like, I don't know, 18 security guards. It took way too long for them to get there. But they finally arrive and break up the fight. And I was like, that's the third fight I've seen in less than 24 hours. What the hell is happening here? And I realize this is ego combined with not being out, combined with not going to conventions, combined with like the way the world has changed in like really weird ways where like people now go and make videos harassing other people. It all culminated in this one moment. And I was like, nah, I'm fine. I don't know that I need to do this that much anymore. It was a lot. I was not too pleased. Then I drove home. The worst part was I didn't eat anything all day, so I was starving, and I kept seeing places on the way home, and I was like, nope, I gotta keep going. I'll get home. I'll eat something like healthy and good. And then I saw Raising Cane's chicken sign. I was like, screw it. It's over. I'm getting that. So I pulled in and got some Raising Cane's, and it was delicious. And I was like, you know what? I should have waited, but I don't care anymore. And that was good. And that was my TwitchCon experience. I don't know that I'll ever TwitchCon again. But everything else around it was great. I loved everything else. All the people that I met and hung out with were amazing. That was fun. All the fans that came by to say hi, that was great. But like the actual con, I don't know if there's anything there for me. It's not game related, that's for sure. It's like streamer lifestyle brand stuff. I was like, I don't know that I like that. You would have been bored immediately.
Oh, 100%. It's just one of those things where like years ago it was like fun. It was like a smaller thing. And now it's like there's just so many people, you know, like the oversaturation of it all.
Well, I'm glad I managed to go on Sunday. Sunday felt very chill, I think, in comparison. Yeah. There was a lot of open space. I was like, all right, this was a smart move. Coming one day was very smart. But man, yeah, there was definitely like this weird aura. I don't know how to describe it. I've been in places like, here's a great example. I saw a lot of people just standing around looking like they were looking for someone to spot them. You know what I mean? Like, right. They had like masks were supposed to be on, and a lot of people were walking around with masks on. It was fine, but a lot of people just took their masks off and like stood in a place waiting to be recognized. It was weird. It was a weird vibe, dude.
That is weird.
I was like, okay, well, all right. Yeah. So then I, came back and then found out that you had COVID and was like, okay. So I spent, a bunch of time working, doing stuff, but my goodness, the other day I was, I went for like, I got like antsy, sometimes you just get antsy.
Yeah.
So I went for a walk. I was at the office and I just went for a walk. And as I'm coming back, I see this crowd gathered around my car. It's like 3 or 4 people around my car. I'm like, what the hell? So I walk over to it. And I realize it's not my car they're gathered around, but in fact, the young woman parked next to me. And she is at about a 90-degree angle with my car. So, like, we're almost making a T. And I'm like, wait, what is going on? And she's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to back out right now. But the guy behind me left and he left his car here and I can't get out. So I figured I'd try to. And so all these dudes, because admittedly she was very attractive, all these guys are around her who work in this building. All these guys are like, all right, so you got to come out. And I'm like, what the? She is literally, her tire is up against my tire. If she moves right or left, my car is like she's going to rip off my bumper or something. And I'm like, oh my God. What the? So I'm like, okay. Stop doing what you're doing. And she's like, please, this is a brand new car too. And I think I hit your car and I don't know. And I'm like, okay. So, what you're going to do is slowly reverse. She's like, but there's a car behind me. I'm like, you have plenty of room. Just slowly reverse. So she does. I'm like, okay. I look at my car. I'm like, there's no damage. You like hit the tire. That's fine. If the tire's tired, it's been hit by other shit. Stop stressing. I'm not going to like come after you. It's very clear you didn't hit it at full speed or anything. We're literally parked. So chill out. She's like crying. She's like, I'm so sorry. I'll give you my number if you want. You can like call your insurance. I'm like, it's fine. I'm looking at it. There's zero damage. You're fine. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get my car, back up, and allow you to come out through my parking space. She was like, thank you. And all the guys around were like, oh, we should have done that. We should have come looking for you. I'm like, you could have. It literally says what office right here. So like, and they're like, oh, damn. I was like, what was their plan? What were they thinking of doing? What were these guys doing? I have no idea what these dudes were doing. I'm like, okay. So I backed up, and then she drove face first out of my parking spot and left, and everything was fine. And the guys were like, damn, oh, I wish we would have thought of that. I'm like, okay. Pulled back in, got out of my car, and was like, that was the least hard thing in the world. Y'all panicked over nothing. And I realized, I truly believe most people in the world are totally incapable of handling shit.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I couldn't believe how simple it was a solution. And they were trying to figure out how to like turn her. I know for a fact if I wasn't there, they would have guided her to turning her car directly into mine, scratching all of the bottom of my car to get her out.
You have so many things happen to you with your car.
Dude, I have to believe it's because LA has so many people that the chances of things happening is exponentially higher here.
Yeah, that's true.
That has to be it. Because I'm doing nothing special or different. And this, every time something, like my car's fine, but it's just like, I know for a fact these guys would have guided her into destroying my car because they were trying to help her and F the person who's not present. You know what I mean? Like, I was like, come on. That was the least. All I had to do was back out. You could have just found the person who was parked there. Crazy. There were people at the office at the time. They could have walked in, literally been like, Jesse, you need to come back. So dumb. That's my life. That's how I live.
Man, non-stop car fiestas.
Yeah, I'm over it. I miss big city. You know, like Chicago. Like if I ever moved to Chicago, I'd live downtown. If I ever moved to New York, I'd live downtown.
Right.
Like where I don't have to have a car and I just could walk or subway everywhere.
Yeah.
That's all I want in life. Sometimes I'm like, cars are a pain in the ass.
That's true. They are. You gotta manage them and everything. But
I know. And now at least in California, they're doing electric stuff. So I think by 2030, they can't sell any new electric cars here anymore, or new gas cars.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, I think it's 2030, maybe it's 2035. But it's definitely like they're like, you can't do it anymore, which means that there's going to be more gas cars all over the place, or electric cars all over the place because California has so many people in it. And so they'll just be like, we might as well start making electric stuff.
Yeah, but it's just still going to be backed up everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. Yeah, except now I won't hear when people are driving poorly. Instead of having loud engines, it'll be completely silent. Silent death is what will happen to me.
I'll be
like, I guess I'll cross the street. Boom, hit, dead.
You say that, but there's still people that'll be like, yo, I got to make my car loud. And it'll still be like, it'll just be like a computer.
I want to know what the loud version of electric car sounds like, because that would be like Tesla coils. Is what I want. Yeah. That's what I want to drive down the road with some Tesla coils on the back of my car, like yeah. That's what I want.
That would be pretty cool, honestly.
That would be cool. You look like one of those wacky racers.
Yeah,
that'd be great. Yeah. So that's pretty much all that's been happening with me. I got more stories, but I can save them. It's whatever.
I still just love the idea of like a bunch of people pulling up like late at night, like getting ready to race, and it's just like like, what's up, everyone? I twirl my snidely whiplash mustache. Yeah, and then you're on the side next to me going
Because you're Muttley the dog.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then we drive like, don't worry, losers. Let's go. We like zip off. Yeah, it has to have like that weird Tesla sound.
Yeah.
Oh, and then we can blast like as we drive down the road
crazy
from the
frog.
Tesla coils. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. Well, hey. You know what else is perfect?
What?
Me undies.
Whoa.
Me undies are the undies that we wear because they're better than underwear. They're me undies. And now it's time to get spooky.
Oh.
Because the me undies are here for your Halloween enjoyment. Ooh. That's right. You can spook your junk. That's weird.
Yeah.
When you wear me undies, they're so comfortable it feels like nothing is on. Ooh. Me undies, we've been wearing them for a while now. So long that I have multiple Halloween related me undies. That's just I've got so many of them.
I've got the there's a bunch of like spiders and skeleton things all over. I got like some skull ones. I got some skeleton ones.
I got ghost ones. It's a bunch of little ghosts.
Oh.
And it's almost like a camo pattern of ghosts. Love it. Big fan. You can get yourself some spooky undies because right now these scary soft me undies are back with limited edition prints like Jack Attack, Nobody Like You, and Spell It Out. Grab undies, socks, bralettes. Get yourself some loungewear, some shirts, whatever's floating your boat. All micromodal. Don't know what it means. Still have no clue. It's great. And if you need a last-minute costume, hey, they got some spooky skeleton loungewear, like cover your whole body kind of things. Match with your boo or your fur baby in all sizes from extra small to 4XL to make it your softest Halloween ever. Right now, get yourself some scary MeUndies, 20% off your first order, free standard shipping in the U.S. All you gotta do is go to MeUndies.com/Crendor.
That's me.
That's MeUndies.com/Crendor. Also today, we're brought to you by Calm. When you think about self-care, what comes to mind, Crendor?
Chilling out, relaxing.
Well, that's right. For me too, relaxing is the best way to take care of yourself, and the Calm app is here to help you do that. That is why we partner with Calm, the #1 mental wellness app, to give you the tools that improve the way you feel. Reduce stress and anxiety through guided meditations, improve focus with curated music tracks, and rest and recharge with Calm's imaginative sleep stories for children and adults. There's even new daily movement sessions designed to relax your body and uplift your mind. If you go to calm.com/Cox, you'll get a special 40% off of Calm premium subscription, and new content is added every week. Over 100 million people around the world use Calm to take care of their minds. All you gotta know is Calm offers so many ways to relax. You can do it through the Jesse Cox method, which is very, very simple. In the morning, get yourself into sort of like a Zen mode when you listen to like the breathing exercises and stuff like that. At night, put on something like A Train Story. The train moves fast, and you're like, you're done. You're gone. There's even music, right? You can even put on some chill music, and there's nothing like a chill soundscape. They got that too. Some rushing water, a storm. It's all there. It is great. I use it especially when I'm trying to fall asleep on a plane. It helps. It really does. If you're listening right now, let me tell you, Calm has that offer. 40% off a Calm premium subscription at calm.com/Cox. That's CALM.com/Cox for 40% off unlimited access to Calm's entire library. That's calm.com/Cox. All right, Crendor, let's go to chapter 7. Let's go to Crendor. How's that traffic out there?
Oh boy, traffic is trafficking. There are cars. People are driving all over, especially the electric cars. Man, they are lining up. They are. Oh, here they go. They're getting ready to do a race. It's the.
Zip.
Oh boy, there they go, and they're off.
Zip.
Man, that is a lot of electricity. Wow, just look at it. That's crazy. Can you see it?
Zip.
Yep. The old Z-Ops, yep. Back to you.
Thanks, Crendor. Wow, so many Ziops.
A lot of Z-Ops out there.
If I had to make a car, the new Tesla car should be called a Ziop.
We should.
It's me, Elon Musk, here to tell you about the new Tesla Ziop.
What we need to do is make a chopper copter with the power of electricity.
So from now on in the background it just goes.
People look up and just see like lightning in the sky just from it flying around.
Like, oh my god, is that a storm? No, it's Chopper Copter 7. Ziop. Ziop.
I like it. We need that.
It's a very good idea.
Yeah, that's traffic.
All right, let's go to weather.
Weather time. Somebody said weather request. Let's be a little crazy. Do the weather on the Vostok station in Antarctica.
Yo, I'm here for that. I'm looking it up right now.
Here, let's see.
Actually, no, I watched a video. Of some dudes there.
Oh, really?
Maybe like, I don't know, a few months ago. Yeah, it was super interesting.
Huh. Let's see. Vostok Station, Antarctica. It wasn't even picking up on weather.com.
Probably because the weather there is like negative 14 degrees.
Yeah, let's see. It is available on AccuWeather, though. Here we go. Negative 48 degrees.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds right. My God.
7:31 a.m. Air quality is fair. 12-mile-an-hour winds. Wind gusts going up to 25 miles an hour. Dust and dander extremely high. Tonight's
How
weather.
is dust and dander high? It's the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I got no idea.
Dander?
But apparently the stargazing is great and the lawn mowing is poor.
Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds right. Yeah, the average temperature. My God, look at this. Is for the year. The average temperature in January is negative 16. The average temperature in February is negative 37. The average temperature in March is negative 63. The average temperature in April is negative 78. My God. The average temperature in December is negative. Interesting. Is this like because it's on the south, the southern hemisphere? Everything's backwards, so summer is winter. Is that why
maybe.
July is negative 81 degrees?
It's got to be, right? It's always
because January, yeah. December, yeah, because it goes October's negative 78, November's negative 44, December's negative 25, January's negative 25.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or I'm sorry, January's negative 16.
Oh, yeah.
And then it like goes back up again.
The old heat
it's like
wave
reverse
of January.
The best part is it says the highest recorded temperature, in January is 6.8 degrees.
Oh my God.
No, I'm all right. That sounds What's even crazier? Whoa. I would not like to be stuck there. In May, June, July, and August, they get zero sunlight.
Oh, that's terrible.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
That'd be the worst. I would hate that.
Also 17% humidity. Look at that.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
And there's no information on the moon phase, so sorry everyone. No moon phase today.
Antarctic Station. Is it? What ones are there? McMurdo. Maybe I was looking at McMurdo Station. I watched a whole like documentary thing about a station, and it was incredible because I got to see their life in the station. But I can't. There's a lot of them, so that doesn't help me at all. I don't think it was the Russian station because there was a bunch of Americans.
Oh yeah.
There are many more stations than
Are there a bunch of Antarctic stations?
I mean, yeah. There's a Finland station. There's the permanent United States station at the geographical South Pole, at the actual South Pole. There's permanent stations from Poland and New Zealand. There's a permanent Uruguay station. There's a permanent Chile station. There's a permanent... Oh, Japan has a summer station. Fascinating. There's a Australia summer station. Argentina has 3 permanent stations. Russia has... it looks like Russia has 1 permanent station. India has a permanent station. United States has a permanent summer station since 1972. Oh, never mind. That closed in 2005.
Oh.
Oh, wow. The Argentina 3 stations, 2 of them were closed. Oh, wow. A lot of these were closed. But many of them are still active. Many of them are still active. Yeah, like France has an active station. South Africa has an active station. Crazy. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many. Wow, a lot of American stations closed in 1960. Interesting. Yeah, if you go to the wiki page, there's a lot. Like, I'm not even halfway through the list. There's a lot of stations.
Oh my God, yeah, wow. Everybody wants to be in Antarctica.
I mean, I get it. It's the last truly, like, it's very unexplored. It's fascinating, super interesting. Like, yeah, I get it. And if you look at the map, you can see that there's one area that is all stations all the time. And then there's, like, a bunch of other ones around. But I like the station that's, like, there's one little area that's just a ton of stations hanging out. I wonder if they all have, like, they all talk to each other.
Yeah, it's like going to the United Nations or something. Everyone's just like, hey, how's it going, Finland? They're like, not bad, Spain. Just walking around.
But the documentary I was watching was them, like, they're inside. It's so cold they have to stay inside most of the time.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like watching people almost go crazy, but because they were scientists, they, like, focused on the stuff they had to do. But it was wild. She's like, yeah, today is another day. I'm just going to open this hatch really quick and wake myself up. And it's like, he's like, okay, I'm awake. I was like, my God. He's like, if that would have been 30 more seconds, I'd probably be dead. I'm like, what? No, I'm all right.
And then you got penguin neighbors, which is fun.
Yeah, you get to see the penguins.
Yeah.
I'm here for that.
So that's the weather.
All right, let's go to sports.
Sports. A lot of sports happening. First thing, Philadelphia Phillies going to the World Series, beating the Padres, and currently Houston up 3-0 on the Yankees, and they are currently tied 3-3 in the third. So if they win tonight, they move on. Then we had a bunch of football games. We had the Cardinals beat the Saints, Ravens beat the Browns, Panthers beat the Buccaneers, Bengals beat the Falcons, Cowboys beat the Lions, Giants beat the Jaguars, Packers lost to the Commanders, Titans beat the Colts, Raiders beat the Texans, Jets beat the Broncos, Chiefs beat the 49ers, Seahawks beat the Chargers, and the Dolphins are currently beating the Steelers.
Cool.
Yeah. And then in basketball, we had the Trailblazers beat the Lakers. Lakers are now 0-3 and look like garbage. Hornets beat the Hawks, and the Wizards are beating the Cavaliers. Jazz are losing to the Pelicans, and the Timberwolves are beating the Thunder, and the Warriors are beating the Kings. And that's sports.
All right. Crendor, what is our fact of the day?
Fact of the day. Oh, wait, I didn't do hockey standings.
Uh-oh.
Pittsburgh.
Rewind. Crendor, what is our hockey fact of the day?
Well, Pittsburgh Penguins are in first place. Boston Bruins first place. Dallas Stars first place. Calgary Flames and Vegas Golden Knights tied in first place. Now we're done with sports.
Awesome.
Fact of the day. The wood frog can hold its urine for up to 8 months.
Sorry. What? Why would it need... What? But, like, why?
Well, let's find out. Talk about having to go. Wood frogs in Alaska have been known to hold their urine for up to 8 months, sticking it out through the region's long winters before relieving themselves once temperatures increase. The urine actually helps keep the animal alive while it hibernates, with special microbes in their gut that recycle the urea, urine's main waste, into nitrogen. Yo, what the shit?
Wait, for what purpose? Wait, what?
I don't know. So I guess the urine helps keep them alive. So it's like, listen, I don't know, some evolution stuff.
I fully expected you to be like, hold on, let me look this up. And you went with, it's evolution. I don't know.
This is like the ultimate man versus wild animal.
Frog urine keeps them alive?
Yeah.
That's what I just typed in. Recycling the main waste in urine into nitrogen keeps the small frogs alive as they hibernate and freeze inside and out. It doesn't warm them up. Instead, it protects cells and tissues, even as the critter's heart, brain, and bloodstream stop. What?
What the shit?
Crazy.
Yeah,
We need to learn that. We could live forever.
Yeah. Just by recycling our urine.
Yeah, we could be invincible. You're telling me it protects the cells and tissue, literally, even the heart, the brain, and the bloodstream have stopped working, but the cells are protected. That is like that. They're doing better than us. Those frogs are cooler than us. Then we'll ever be.
That's true. That's wild.
You know, they're like sharks. Sharks. I think it's sharks don't get cancer because of like whatever their makeup is.
Oh yeah, I've heard
These
that.
frogs don't need even blood to move. They don't need a heart to beat. If we can combine the two, I'd be some. This is how I become a Batman villain. This is it. He's part frog, part shark. They call him the Fark Man.
He can hold his urine for up to 5 years. It only makes him stronger.
The more he drinks, the stronger he becomes. Don't let him get in water. The frog is so strong. His swimming skills. Half man, half shark, half frog. The frark.
Well, that's your fact of the day.
All right. What's our big news story of the day?
So we actually have 2 big news stories of the day.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
One of which was sent to us not long ago. McRib returns to McDonald's for final time. Get it while you can.
What do you mean final time? Are they finally realizing that it's killing people? They're like,
so-
we put yoga mats in that.
Part of me thinks it's a lie. Part of me thinks it's, I don't know. Let's see. The McRib is making its way back to McDonald's for what could be a last time. As fast food fiends started to notice Sunday, certain locations donning the golden arches are promoting the return of the seasonal sandwich, one of the chain's most popular items ever released. That's why it's a bit of a surprise to navigate to the McDonald's website and see the sandwich may be going away for good. On the product's new page, it said the 2022 offering will be its last due to a promotion called the McRib Farewell Tour. The McRib is back. It starts with seasoned boneless pork and tangy barbecue sauce and whatever, the website reads.
No, it's with seasoned boneless pork.
When everything combines, you have a barbecue pork sandwich perfection. Get one while you can, because this is the McRib Farewell Tour.
Lies.
That's
not
lies.
real.
There's no way.
No way.
They said the sandwiches will be available until November 20th, just under a month from now. In fact, it's the Sunday before Thanksgiving, so stock up for the whole family. But is the McRib actually leaving? Whether or not the McDonald's is actually removing the sandwich from its menu is yet to be seen. It's not the first time the chain has had a farewell tour for the sandwich, last hosting an event in 2005. Well, there you go. They've done this before. At the time, the McRib was a permanent staple on menus at the fast food restaurant when it was removed. Since then, however, it has virtually always been around as a seasonal offering. From 2007 on, it's been available in some kind of limited or seasonal capacity. It was finally brought back on a semi-permanent basis in 2020. Now it looks like it's changing once again.
I'll be real. I don't know where McRibs are anymore, but they definitely don't. The only McDonald's around me has not had a McRib. I don't think LA is like a McRib location.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
I haven't seen a McRib at all. I thought every time I see McRibs being offered, the last time I saw a McRib was when we made the McCocks and Crendor.
Yeah, well, usually it's
And
around
that was
now.
how many years ago?
That was a while ago.
Yeah.
Usually it's from like now until November. So like it's gonna be here for like a month or something. But like, yeah, I don't know. This seems like what they always do. They always bring it back for like a month and then it goes away. So like, I don't know. I don't believe this. There's no way they're gonna get rid of it forever.
They definitely say before you say goodbye on 11/20/22.
Yeah,
Enjoy our famous pork sandwich as if it's your last.
That sounds like they're going to be like, all right, it's going away. And then next year it'll just come back and be like, it's back.
It is cryptic enough to like be like, we didn't say gone forever. We just,
Yeah. Like, I think it's too prominent of an item and a thing people wait for every year for like the fall to just get rid of it.
Especially in the Midwest. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I don't know. The only thing I could think of is like the pork prices are too far up. But even then, like they would just raise the price of the McRib. Like, I don't know.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't believe them. And again, they said they've done this before years ago. Like they're just repeating. Either way.
I love that. So I went to the Food and Wine website because apparently Food and Wine now covers the McRib, which is very fun.
All right.
But the McRib is apparently celebrating 40 years it's existed. That's a thing. But what's crazy about this is if you scroll down, they have all these other things that I think are like semi-related to it. It's very weird. So you can tell this must be the fast food section of the Food and Wine website because these are the related articles. Related articles.
Right.
Wendy's is introducing a new strawberry flavor Frosty for the first time ever. And then Taco Bell bringing back another discontinued item, but which one is up to you? And then Olive Garden bringing back the never-ending Pasta Bowl for the first time since 2019. And the best part about the never-ending Pasta Bowl, and this is why I wanted to bring this up, I read a thing that was like, if you work in a restaurant, what's some of the most messed up things you've ever seen? It was like a Reddit post. And, it was people dishing on restaurant stuff. But
right.
One that sticks with me forever is the fact that there was one person said, yeah, so when we used to have the never-ending pasta bowl, it would be never-ending. You could have as much pasta as you want. And I cannot tell you how many times I saw people come in, eat so much they puked, and then keep eating.
What?
Yeah, and I was like, no. And then other Olive Garden people were like, yep, happens all the time. And I was like, no. They're like, yeah, they do it right at the table. I was insane. No. So now I am just... We looked at Olive Garden. The amount of salt and the amount of I can't believe it. I was like, actually, I probably can. Never mind.
Like you just eat, you throw up, and you're like, room for more now.
I'm telling you, it reminds me of that scene from the Hunger Games. Where they're like, well, you just drink this and you throw up and then you eat some more. There's so much to taste. I'm like, what the hell kind of madness is this?
That's crazy. That sounds awful. That sounds like a punishment.
It does. It sounds like when Homer went to hell.
Yeah.
They kept feeding him donuts.
Yeah, I remember that. Man. Well, here's the other story. Katmai National Park has crowned a new Fat Bear champion.
Yeah, Fat Bear. We missed Fat Bear Week, man. We missed Fat Bear Week.
Fat Bear Week, so we have to go back now, and we now know the champion. This is one time of the year we get to celebrate getting fat. Every October, Katmai National Park and Exploring.org celebrate another successful salmon run in their Healthy Brown Bears with Fat Bear Week. Katmai National Park is home to more than 20,000 brown bears, many of whom spend their summers bulking at Brooks Falls and the Brooks River, where thousands of salmon migrate upstream to spawn. The bears compete with each other.
I don't know why that's thousands of salmon migrate. I don't know why you're saying that. It's funny to me.
Thousands of salmon migrate upstream to spawn. The bears compete with each other for the best fishing spots and often eat more than 30 salmon and more than 40,000 calories, just like Olive Garden. Mm-hmm. They must add huge amounts of fat so they can survive 6 to 8 months hibernation, during which the sows birth and nurse their cubs. The big boars become huge and compete for sows and the good fishing spots. Wait, big boars? Do they mean bears?
I don't know. You're reading it.
It says big boars.
I'm relying on you to figure this out.
Maybe they just typoed it. Or it's boars are joining in, whatever. Fat Bear
Maybe
Week.
it's boars and bears. It's crazy.
Fat Bear Week celebrates their success with a 12-bear single elimination bracket. Fans, many of whom have followed the Bears on the amazing live webcams on explore.org, vote for their favorite fat bears. This year was very exciting, with fan favorites 480 Otis and 435 Holly competing with big boys 747, also known as Colbert, as well as Bear Force 1 and Bear 856.
I hate that. I hate that so much. I hate it.
The final on Fat Bear Tuesday set 747 against up-and-coming So 901, who gained a spectacular amount of weight this season, likely prepping for birthing cubs this winter. It came down to pure bulk. Voters crowned 747, who likely tops 1,400 pounds, the 2022 Fat Bear champion on October 11th. Congratulations. Fat Bear Week is a marvelous celebration of nature and the great work of our national parks, doing thanks also to explore.org for building a community of bear fans who anxiously await July when the bears return and can be seen on camera every day. There are other cameras too, some watching orcas, eagles, and even polar bears.
I kind of want to see the polar bear camera. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah. Explore.org.
See what they're up to. They're probably just like, I'm drowning again. Probably sad. I actually don't want to see that now.
Let's see.
The polar bears are probably going through it right now.
Oh,
jeez.
Nah, this polar bear is just rolling around on his back. Oh, wait, that's a highlight. These polar bears are in the snow. Let's see. All live cams. Santa Monica Beach and Pier.
That's probably that one camera that's pretty famous where it like looks down on the pier.
It does look like that, yeah.
That one's used all the time. It's pretty nice.
Well, so it's like on the coastline, just looking out over the ocean. Mm-hmm. Mississippi River Flyway cam. This is a bunch of birds. Well, that's pretty fun. Explore.org.
You were having a moment. You were like checking stuff out, living your life.
That was great.
I'm here for it. Yeah, my man.
That's the news.
Well, that is it for us. Thank you so much for listening or watching or however enjoying this podcast. Crendor, hit him with the socials.
Socials, youtube.com/Cox and Crendor podcast. All one word. Go to YouTube, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. Hit the bell, be notified when these go live. Also, youtube.com/Cox and Crendor. Do the same stuff over there for the animations. Also, you can find us on Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud. We're all over. And then find us on our main stuff. We got youtube.com Jesse Cox, youtube.com Crendor, Patreon Jesse Cox, Patreon Crendor, Twitter Jesse Cox, Twitter Crendor, Twitch TV Jesse Cox, Twitch TV Crendor, Facebook Jesse Cox, Facebook Crendor, Instagram Notorious Cox, Instagram Crendor is taken, TikTok Jesse Cox, TikTok Crendor, Warhammer Crendor on YouTube, and Cren Clips, and Cox Clips, and I think that's it.
And I'll see you next time. So as always,
Zip.
we can do it.